guys, welcome back to Twister Sister Studios. I'm Holly, the Twister Sister. Sorry for the workout gear. I dance like 4 nights a week now. Kind of something I started about a year ago for my mental health. And so I'm just always in workout clothes, and that's just how I live now. So that's how I am here. Sorry. Anyway, for today's video, I wanted to make Wednesday from the Addams family because she's kind of a popular character this year at the moment. So I challenged myself and came up with some different attempts until I landed on the one that I really like. So I'm going to show that to you today. So get your black 260s and let's get twisted. To make this adorable, creepy little girl, you're going to need a flesh toned 360, a white 260, kind of optional, but it really does, you know, make the whole character. So I would add it, and 2 black 260s as well. I'm going to start inflating my flesh tone. Now, I am using like a peach colored balloon. But if you want to make her really pale, I guess you could do white for the face. But then it kind of blends in with her collar. So I would keep it with a flesh tone probably. We're going to take that flesh tone and just blow it up as wide as you want her face to be. So I do about 3 to 4 inches. Tie that off. And now we're going to grab our black 260. And if you had a hand pump, it'd be about 6 pumps or a 3 to 4 inch tail. Let a little air out of there and tie it off. We're going to start off with one of her pigtails. It's going to be hanging down, so however long you want that braid or pigtail to be, go ahead and twist it off about a hot dog, or maybe half a hot dog, 3/4 of a hot dog. Twist that off, and then we're going to put a pinch twist right there. We're going to take the nozzle of our 360 and wrap it right around that pinch twist a good number of times. Lock it in place. We're going to come over the same length as our 360 on the black, and we're going to make a twist and then do another little pinch twist here. And we're going to take the tail of our flesh colored balloon and we're just going to tightly wrap it up inside of that second black pinch twist. I like to do a nice figure 8 motion, kind of gives it a good secure lock. Okay, so there's the start of her little face. I like to give her some bangs. You can do them split right in the center or kind of off to the side, whatever you prefer. To do that, we're going to bring our black balloon back across. When you get to the middle of her face, you're going to put a twist there and then just do another bubble to get you back to the other side. Wrap around your pinch twist. And that is now going to be the front of her face because that's where her little bangs are. Okay, so we've got both of our black tails on the same side. So we need to take our black balloon back across one more time, and whatever is left will be her other little braid pigtail thing. Okay, so just bring it back, make a twist, wrap it around that pinch twist, and you're going to shorten whatever you have left to match the first side here. So they're about the same size. Just get rid of the rest and tie it off. Voila, little Wednesday face. Okay, set that aside and we're going to now inflate our next black 260. You should be able to do the rest of her body in one balloon, but if you need to add in a second, no judgment from me at all. It's all about proportions anyway. If you want to make yours bigger, you're going to need more balloons. So that's totally fine. But when you're working parties, you kind of do want to get it down to as few balloons as possible. So smaller sometimes helps. Okay, so I'm going to start off tying off my 260. I've left about a 2-inch tail, so I've inflated this one a little bit more. I've also left myself a nice long nozzle here to help me connect to the head later. All right, so I'm going to start off with a big fat pinch twist. So maybe like a full inch, inch and a half. Grab the knot, not the end of the nozzle, but this knot. Grab that and wrap it down around that twist, making sure you can still access the nozzle later to pull it nice and far out as you need to. Then we're going to do her 2 arms. So I like to kind of squeeze out my balloon really good, maybe stretch it a little bit on this section to thin it out just a tad. I'm going to bend my balloon right about where I want her elbow to be. Make a twist, same thing for the other arm, so she doesn't have one arm bigger than the other. You got to work out on both sides. Twist all those together back into that pinch twist. All right, there's her little body. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this middle balloon up through those arms towards the front, so she's got a nice, straight, good posture. Okay, we're gonna come down right below where the bottom of her hands kind of hit. We're gonna make a twist there, and whatever you have left, we're gonna do flower petals to fill out the base of her body, her skirt, whatever. I'm not giving her legs because this is still one that I think would be cute as a headband, a bracelet, on top of a candy cup, little tabletop centerpieces, so many things. If you want to give her legs, that's totally cool, but for some reason, I feel like she doesn't need legs. It's kind of, I don't know, it's one of those creepy characters. Maybe she could just float around, part ghost, I don't know. So put as many flower petals in here as you can. If you can't get as many as you want, for example, I've got 3 flower petals in here and I turned them all on their side, and I think that could be fine. You could cut the rest of this off and be done with her body. Or you could throw in another black 260 to give yourself a nice full 7-petal flower base if you want this to be like a candy cup or something. Anyway, I'm just going to cut the rest of this off, or you could leave it, just have her like on a stick thing. Let's go ahead and secure this. Here we go. So if you just do the 3 petals, it does kind of look like these are her feet. So she's gonna be like a little short bobblehead character, and that's kind of cute. Maybe we'll add more petals at the end so you can see both versions. All right, so here's how we're going to attach her head. We're on the back of her head here. We've got the nozzle from our black 260 right here at this pinch twist. So the nozzle is here ready to go onto her head. What we want to do, since we have a tail on this side we can use, we're going to connect this black tail over here on this side that doesn't have a tail already on it. So this is the back of her head. It's going to sit right on top of that black pinch twist, which the black pinch twist should be the back of her head. So I'm going to first take my black nozzle up through the back of her head, just past one black hair bubble. I'm going to pull it over and wrap it around this little pinch twist on this side of her head that does not have the tail. Now, if you're observant, you'll notice that is going to make her head want to just be attached on the side. This is where this one comes in. So you want to cut off the end of this, let the air out somehow. We're going to realign this back into the center of her body, and we're going to pull this down and wrap it also around that little black pinch twist. Wrap it around the arm or something to really secure it. And now, if you can kind of see under here, we've got this nozzle coming down to the center, and also the blush nozzle coming down to the center. So both of those are coming together to hold her head in the middle instead of her wanting to be off to one side or the other. Okay, what do we think? I think it's pretty cute. Easy so far, right? Not too bad. Now, she does have an iconic white collar, so I grappled with this on how to add it in a way that I thought looked the best, and so here's what I've come up with. You're just going to need a scrap piece of white 260. We just need enough air in here for 2 little bubbles. So I'm just going to go ahead and attach the tail right into this pinch twist in the back of her head. Bring it up towards the front. Okay, so coming out the front like this, I'm just going to twist it right in half so we get 2 bubbles out of this. Try to get them the same size. Okay, 2 bubbles. They're going to go across the front and under her head. And you're going to wrap it again around that black pinch twist in the back. Now, this looks kind of funny and a little weird. It also looked weird having these be pinch twists. So my solution was to take a tail. We've got lots of tails around her neck area to choose from. So pick one. I'll take the white one here. I'm going to bring it over the middle of those bubbles through that twist and then kind of pull it back nice and tight, not to where they become like pinch twist, but it just kind of holds them back and makes a little separation between the two bubbles. Wrap it around her back here. Now, once you get that, I'll just mess around with it a little bit till it looks good, and this is what you should have. I think it's pretty cute, and really just 3 balloons and a scrap is not bad for line work. So let me show you the face that I came up with. It's very much like those pop collectible figures, just kind of like dead, soulless black eyes. I think it works for this character. So we start off with 2 black circles. They're kind of far apart from each other, maybe over the middle of each of these white bubbles, if you need something to kind of look at to see on the spacing. I'm just going to do 2 really, really little eyelashes on the side of each circle like that. So she's not like a glamour queen, but she is a female character. All right, 2 eyebrows that are just kind of like flat and not giving really much expression. And then same thing with the mouth, maybe just a slight little smile, but she's kind of just, you know, not much, just a little tiny bit there. Now, I think that's cute. If you want to, you could add some white dots on the eyes. You could even do some face paint for blush if you want her to be cuter. But this is all you really need, I think, to get the message across of who this cute little character is. Make sure you clean up her little ends on her pigtails here with some scissors and any other things you got hanging around here. And that is a really simple 3 balloon and a scrap Wednesday Addams character that I think your customers will really like and be impressed that you know how to make this. Especially you might see people dressed up as this character this year, and it would be fun for you to be able to give them a matching balloon when you see those kids come up to your line. Now, I do like it like this. It makes it very simple. You don't have to grab any more black balloons. But if you do want to see what this looks like with a full skirt, I'll go ahead and add 3 more loops onto here right now. And that's what she looks like as a cute little tabletop centerpiece, bracelet, headband, candy cup topper. I think I like either way. I don't know which one I like the best. So let me know in the comments which way you prefer, and if you think she needs legs. I know sometimes little kids are like, where's her legs? So if you do attempt putting some legs on her, I would love to see how you do that. Would you use flesh colored and draw some little shoes on, or use balloon shoes? That definitely adds a few more steps to the design. But let me know in our Facebook group if you make any modifications to this design. Make it your own. I'd love to see what you guys are doing with your Wednesday balloons this week. The link for that group, if you're not already in it, is down in the description below. Love to see you over there. Let me know if there's any other fun, spooky, kooky characters that you guys need some ideas for, and I'll see what I can come up with for y'all for next week. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next tutorial. Bye, everyone.